Hello everyone, Roturo here with episode 2 of Blue and White. Yes, we have a name for this series now, and if you've been following my live stream, hopefully this time we can get this episode to save and record properly. Oh my goodness, from weird glitches with the MLS salary cap to computers locking and freezing on substitutions, it has not been the easiest road to get episode number 2 out. The first episode where we actually have a name for this series. This is Blue and White. So named because this is us following along with the Vancouver Whitecaps in Football Manager 2014. So it's part Let's Play, part video review, part video diary. I hope you all enjoy it because it's a whole lot of spreadsheets and me getting excited about Football Manager 2014. So, once again, we are done the preseason. We are getting ready for the waiver draft. We are getting ready for our season opener against Toronto. We'll try and get to that, and we'll try and get to the game against Columbus. And once again, we'll see if the craziness that happened in last time's waiver draft happened again. Some very, very odd players were dropped by their respective teams. All right, so before we go in here, I want to quickly show this off, and hopefully that it actually saves. This is the new scouting report that comes in right to your inbox. So it's very straightforward. You can set your match training from here. All the information about formations that are vulnerable to and what they are successfully using, goal scoring times, assist locations. It's very, very nice. And of course, the links to each and every of those screens in depth is still available. So here is the scouting report in depth on TFC. We can see the most commonly getting stuff out of the right wing. Yeah, look at that. Very, very cool. You can go to the team depth chart. Joe Bendick, not rated very highly because it's TFC. And we can see this is what we're going up against. Nothing else changes. Laba will certainly be one to watch out for, as will Bobby Convey. But other than that, it should be pretty easy to handle that right up and down the roster. But first, speaking of that roster, we have to go to the waiver draft. Now, bearing in mind, we are under the cap and we are under the max number of players, but we still have a lot of cap money tied up in places that I would rather not see it tied up. So I've sorted the players here by their contract hits. And honestly, based on what we have here, and considering that we do have some players that are out on loan, that are cheap, I'm thinking the first thing we do is we cut David Ousted. Now I know Football Manager's really high on him. They're giving him 3.5. But at that salary, I'm not convinced, so we are dropping him. We're also dropping Joe Cannon, a long-serving veteran, but he's making a ton of money for a fourth-string keeper, so he's gone. Which means we will be relying on the duo of Brad Knighton and Simon Thomas with the wonderfully named Nicholas Campbell, our prospect signed out of residency, new gen, not a real person, sitting in the back. So, elsewhere, Jordan Harvey, 2.2 a week for a backup? No. Gone. I have people who can sit in on left back, like Tierney, who can sit in mid, like Jimenez, and I have some youngsters like Fath who can move into that left back spot as needs be. Though, as you can see, he is more of a center back with those heading and marking abilities. Let's just quickly tell him. Let's go to his training here very quickly, and let's get him working on fullback. There we go. Get those fullback parts up there. Excellent. All right, back to the must responds here. All right, so Harvey's out. And as I said, we have so many people here who are on loan who can fill this striking role. I think Tom Heineman is going to have to go. As much as I love Caveman, he's a wonderful guy. You got to love him. Unfortunately, he is gone. So, sad to say, that is gone. That's 4 people out. That saves us a good 6,000 in cap room. We have room for senior players. We have room for reserve players. Room for DPs. We've got room for 1 international. And that should do just fine. All right, so those are our cuts. Let's move ahead to the waiver draft. Now, we saw some really, really strange waiver draft options coming up here. 31-year-old center back, not interested. Some really strange people come up in the drafts. I'm very, very interested to see if that happens again. Let's see here. All right, here we go. If you pass, you can't pick again. You get 2 picks. Let's see who we have here. We'll sort by position. Boosted, Hanneman. That's pretty much bang on. Marcus Holgerson. That's new. Interesting. All 3.8 a week and international. Alston, Core, Pacino, Lopez. Iani again, cut. Very strange. Matt Miazga, Roy Miller. That I find bizarre that Roy Miller would be cut. It's quality at left back. Why would you cut that? Dax McCarty. See, this I do not get. Yeah, he's at 4.3 a week, but that's just killer stats. Look at that. Only one stat below 10, and that's his heading, and I'm not really going to get him to be heading balls. That's just, why would you cut that? Both the Nyazi's gone, Steve Zakwani gone, Felipe gone. This is more or less in line with what happened what happened last time, I should say. So let's see who gets picked up. Seattle passes. Iani picked by TFC. Chivas takes Hartman. Lopez taken by Portland. Kosuke Kimura was not cut this time. I see that was the change. Sakawani taken by New England. Good pick up for them. Marcus Holgerson by Philly. Colorado passes. Dallas passes. Montreal takes Usted. Columbus takes Edson Buttle. I'm definitely taking Dax McCarty. There's no way you pass up Dax McCarty. All right, Chicago passes, RSL passes, New York passes, SKC passes, San Jose passes. Marcus Hahnemann taken by DC. And we move on to round 2. And Toronto takes Cannon. So that is actually identical to what happened last time. Montreal takes Usted. Toronto takes Cannon. Oh, my goodness. Hilarious. Jordan Harvey picked up by New England. Well, there we go. He didn't stay unemployed for long. And the left side now well addressed here by New England. We skipped 3 teams there. Mwanga taken by Philly. Is that a return for him? Colorado and FC Dallas pass. Montreal passes. Columbus passes. So I've still got a draft pick. And last time I took a Corb as a depth, like a truly backup depth winger. Sorry, fullback, not winger. But based on what's on the table here, I think that's probably the extent of what I'm going to go for. I don't really see... Yeah, I don't really see anything else worth picking up here. Certainly not on the prices that are being floated around. So, I think we will stick with that pick, and we'll pick up Chris Korb. And we skip ahead to the end of the draft. Matt Miazga, picked up by DC United. All right, that is the draft. Yeah, it worked out well for us. All right, Miazga. He got waived. So they drafted him and immediately waived him. Okie dokie then. Great pick. I'm a 17-year-old. Making 1.3 a week. Not worth it. I picked Korb. I sure did. And I picked McCarty. Sure did. Welcome him. And let's register the team. Korb in. McCarty in. Boom. Under budget by 1,000. Squeaking right under there. So we can sign up 1,000 on international, full roster player, or reserve. Doesn't matter. We have got the flexibility to do it. This happened last time too. Bosamonde cut. Daniel Henry cut. That I do not understand. I know they picked up Yanni, but don't understand that at all. That's an insulting bid for YP Lee. We will just say no. And here's the weird thing. They offered up to 1.45 mil for him. And we automatically reject it because I am not accepting any offers for Camilo whatsoever. Oh, I see. The 1.2 is the initial fee. And after he scores goals, they kick the rest in. That's why it got auto-rejected. But that's still fine. I'm still going to up his asking price here to what he's worth. All right. Another bid. 1.68 million. Rejected. I'm curious to see what they put into that. 1.4 initial fee. Nope. Try again. 30-year-old left back, not interested. I mean, there might be a time where I do sell Camilo on, and if I can get, better than I got for Omar Salgado, then I will take it. But he's still a key part of this team, and I am going to keep him until that point. Oh, everyone's come to the end of their contract, though. Yeah. Gotta try and re-sign Camilo. YP Lee, though, will be gone. I would be shocked if the game doesn't retire him like it happened in real life. Demerit, probably not coming back. Everybody else here coming back, though, at those prices. Maybe Watson. But no, that's all legitimate. Maybe drop Klazura. Yeah, swap Klazura for Korb. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. No, we'll just reject all those. It's 2 bids from Anji. They really want to poach us. No, stop making offers. Yeah, I think we have to set some transfer status here. Important first team player. I am asking for at least his value. And reject all offers below asking. Boom. Done. Alright, let's get to this matchup against Toronto FC. See, this is crazy. Why would you cut either of these kids? They're great prospects for the future. I'm going to offer trials full 4 weeks. And same thing for Daniil Henry, full 4 weeks. Keep an eye on Chris Pontius. It's a good idea. And here is where something I have a real problem with. Danny Holmes, yeah, I'm not interested in him anymore. Oh, good, people are improving. Except for YP Lee, but that's understandable. Mane should be working on his attacking left, I believe. Yes, good. All right, here's what I don't like about the way this is set up. Why is it being drawn? It should not be drawn. It's 1 versus NASL, 2 versus 3. Really straightforward. Anyway, that being as it is, here's our training summary for the month. Everybody looking pretty good. More people are match fit. This is unfortunate, though. That I am not too thrilled about. Might have to drop one of those tactics just so everybody can get trained up. All right, let's see here. I'm an unknown coach. Yes, I am. A little deterred. Here's the press conference taking place right from my inbox. Very convenient. Deterred in his bid to sign Camilo. I have a regular side in mind. Too soon. Should do well. Marvel win. Yeah, I'm interested. Oh, yes, it's great to finally get underway, assuming things don't crash. All right. Camilo will remain a Vancouver player. I am interested in win. Let's get the Clute to scout him for 3 matches. Just keep an eye on him. Oh, Toronto are letting me trial someone they put on waivers. Hoo boy. Oh yes, DeClute's been in Mexico. 30-year-old, 37-year-old Bornstein. Man, if I could get Bornstein on a DP contract, that'd be great. But I don't see that happening because his rights are currently held by Portland. In the beta, I made many attempts to try and pry those rights from Bornstein away, and they were not having it. So here we are. This is the pre-match screen. This is such an improvement over last year. You can see what we have here with the scouting being done on the players in the formations. So we're looking at 4-2-2 empty bucket, ineligible and injured players. Very neat. You can see the table here. I really like the way this is being set up. Bennett getting the start here. So let's see what happens. Oh, right. Let's get the 4-5-1, also known as a 4-3-3. All right. And if we cut all that down. All right. Knighton in. Thomas in. Joe Maloney. Why is there a new gen in here? There shouldn't be. I have 2 keepers, and I got a 3rd on the reserves, so not sure what the deal is there. All right, Dax, get you off the reserve squad. Thank you. 2 defensive mid with you. It sucks that I can't ever have Rio Coker or Davidson available for this. What are you going to do? YP Lee, Tierney on the left, Miller up front. Let's get Tybert out right, Camilo out left. Now we are starting center back pairing of Leverone and O'Brien. And in the midfield, midfield, we'll go with Kofi and Kobayashi. We'll see how this works. Ideally, I'd rather have Rio Coker and Kofi. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's put Cuevas and Atakugbe there. Oh, is Corp training as a fullback? Because if he's not, he should be. Focus on individual role, fullback. Good. Right. Let's get Rusin, Jimenez, Watson, and Maddox. News came out today that apparently in the real world that Maddox had been slagging his team in the press, so or at least his former coach. So that's great. That's something you'll want to do. All right, Dax McCarty, you can have number 20, and Jimenez, you can have number 15. All right. As expected, Bendick with the start, so no sign of Joe Cannon. I still find that hilarious that Toronto picked up Cannon and Montreal picked up Boosted. Alrighty, to the pre-match analysis. They'd plump for a TFC victory. Yeah, the loss of Rio Coker is tough, but we are still going to do our best to shut this nonsense down. I have it set so that Paul Ritchie does the pre-match opponent marking, so we'll see how that works. Assertive, come on, show me what you can do. That's right. That's right, everybody. We are going to knock them dead. And we're going to retain possession, I think. All right, here we go. All right, Vancouver in their home white kit, Toronto in their red. Chance here for Vancouver early on, it looks like, with Camilo on the left, gets across in, oh, hits the bar. Headed out by Kahn before the corner kick. Tyberts take the corner. Sets up, whips the ball in. O'Brien can't quite get there. McCarty, but Bendick holds on to it. That would have been a fine way for him to get his debut. Shades of Sebastian Letou last year, getting that goal on his debut. What's going on here? Card for Kofi? Oh, no, just talking to. But it is a free kick for Toronto. Convey with the delivery, but it's low. Kicked off the line. Scramble. Kobayashi gets it back out for a touch. There's only one outcome here, says the announcer. It'll be blocked by multiple people. This is looking decent so far. I do like how you can actually click to set the advice, which is nice. Oh, Leverone! Oh my goodness, Bendick with the great save off of Leverone. Kobayashi with another corner. Kicked away by Braun. And normally that would be Camilo's side of the park. According to the game, Kobayashi's a better corner taker than Camilo. So, that's how I set it up. Labo with the yellow there. How are we doing? Camilo not looking too good. Come on, everybody. Give the fans something to cheer about. Oh, come on. I did exactly what the coach had said to me to do. All right, come on, guys. Get better. Get better. All right. Alrighty, here we go. Second half. Going from right to left. The boys in white. The blue and white, if you will. Possession here off the opening touch. Kobayashi finds Camilo, who scores! Flag stays down. He's onside. But Eckersley disagrees off the opening kick. Camilo makes it 1-0. Vancouver. Oh, look at this. Wonderful work by Kobayashi to step in. Oh, well, actually, there might be a good case there for offside. Miller was definitely in an offside position, but we didn't take the ball. Ooh, that's, they might actually have a case there that was offside. But, as it sits right now, we're doing all right. First taking knocks here. With the goal kick up to Miller. Can't quite get there, but it falls to Kobayashi. Back to McCarty. Up to Kofi. Kofi back to Kobayashi. Finds Camilo. Finds Miller. Can't get it past Bendick. Clear. Kofi inflicted an injury. And there goes Laba. Alright. What do I want to do here? Leveron's looking kind of banged up, so let's bring him off for Rusin. Kobayashi, let's bring him off for Watson, and we'll swap Watson and Kofi, so that Kofi takes the playmaking role. Come, you've got what it takes. You've got what it takes. Good. Knight gets a yellow. For what? Whatever. Let's bring Maddox on for the last 10 minutes here. Miller hasn't been all that good today. So we'll bring on Maddox to see if we can't keep Toronto honest. Alright, Maddox on for Miller. And, yellow card for Weidman. So 1-0 so far. Penalty shout there. And it's Tybert with the corner. Oh, flicked on by Rusin. But he can't quite get it past Bendick. 2 injured Toronto players on the field here. 4 minutes of added time from all the injuries. Kobe. Oh my goodness, Kobe the Destroyer. Camilo back to YP Lee. And we're well past the 4 minutes here, so we should be hearing the final whistle any moment. Watson tries to play in the Tybert there. Now Convey on the break for Toronto. Will they try and get a late equalizer? Yanni, nope. That's it. Villarreal blows the whistle. 1-0 it ends. Camilo with the goal set up by Kobayashi. And that is how the game ends. Good win, boys. Well done. Everyone's happy about that, which is good. All right, no major injuries, and we move on. Okay, I had seen on the Sports Interactive forums, people were complaining about this visual bug. As you will notice, the teams are overlaid over one another, so the West and the East Conference standings are all mixed together. Not cool. All right. Vancouver in control as Toronto brushed aside. 20,000 on hand. Not a sellout. Darn. Kobayashi man of the match. Not too bad. McCarty makes his debut. Excellent. Rusin, Leveron, Tierney, Kobayashi. Miller? Miller did not debut. He played for us last year. Achievement unlocked. Clean sheet. Woo! Good for us. First win. Great match. That's reassuring. Good solid game build on that. More of the same. Nothing more to say about it. All right. Oh, Nelson agrees that the penalty should not have been given. I will agree with him about that. I think Ryan Nelson will be happy with his decision. And I'm not going to get dragged into that nonsense. All right, so let's see what else happened throughout Major League Soccer here on the opening of the 2013 season in this alternate reality, this alternate history, if you will. Philadelphia, on the strength of a Jack McInerney goal, 1-0 over Sporting Kansas City. Brian Ching, 1-0 Houston over DC United. Arrieta with the goal just before halftime to give Columbus 1-0 scoreline over Chivas. FC Dallas, 2-1 winners over Colorado. Hedges and Jacobson with the goals. Sturgis with his in the middle there. Seattle putting the screws to Montreal. DeVio with a third-minute goal, quickly cancelled out by Eddie Johnson, who actually got a hat trick here. With goals in the 51st and 60th minute. Clint Dempsey in the 71st, and Brad Evans capping it in the 84th. Goals from all three U.S. men's national team members. Hernan Bernadello sent off in the 19th minute. Probably didn't help matters any. But as you can see, this is the weird thing about the way Football Manager does their lineups. None of these players here, Dempsey or Bernadello, I guess that's only two, but you get what I mean, were on those rosters to start the season. So definitely an alternate reality here. Perfect start. Nelson reacts. Yada yada yada. Oh, good. This is our scouting report on Win. Oh, my goodness. I'd love to get Marvell Win. It's not going to be easy, though. And Andrew Jacobson. Well, I already have Dax McCarty, so not interested. That went well. That went quite well. What do we got here? 35-year-old wingback. No, thank you. So we'll skip ahead to Columbus here. Okay, good. The trial. I don't know why I had to negotiate it. They waived him. All right. Well, anyway, Monday is on trial. What about Henry? Oh, he's still thinking about it. Alrighty, Monday, you should be available for the reserve squad. And when is the reserve squad next match? On Sunday the 17th. Ooh, not good enough. I want a match on Monday. Let's pick a nearby team here. The U23s. Victoria Highlanders, not a bad idea. Seattle's reserves. That's not a bad idea either. Let's call in Seattle's reserves for a friendly match. Excellent. Good. Get our reserves some playing time. Yeah, that's the thing about having a reserve league. It doesn't really count for squat unless people are actually, putting in the minutes. Meanwhile, in the Sunday matches, it looks like on Omar Gonzalez, Hoffman, and Juninho in New York. Sorry, 3-1 for LA over Chicago. 4-1 Khalif Al-Hassan with the hat trick. Portland over New York Red Bulls. And San Jose 2-1 over RSL. Abdul-Iman Saleh pulling back a consolation goal in the 85th minute. All right. Another great day in Major League Soccer. And there we go. Daniel Henry is on trial. Let's get him into the reserve squad. Columbus. Yep. All right. We're gonna stick with the with this because it seems to be working. I will swap Maddox in for Miller, and in fact, we'll bench Miller in favor of Mane. Mane can also play with the reserves. As can Fath, if he isn't already. He is. Good. Miller will... Yeah. You're not playing this week, Miller, so you might as well play with the reserves. First team, Mane and... Oh, Hurtado isn't available. Yeah. He should be available. Kobayashi, Watson, Rusin, Maddox, Cuevas, and Jimenez are all not... is available. Really? Well, Kobayashi will make him available for an hour. Ditto Rusin. And ditto Cuevas. And actually, you know what? Jimenez had better just go for the full 90. All right, captain for the season, sticking with the Merritt and Rhea Coker. Yeah, I agree. We need to focus on preparation. So let's go ahead and move our match preparation to tactics. Because, yeah, we can't go through the early part of the season not knowing how to kick the ball around. Oh, look at that. 5-0. Mane with a hat trick. Very nice indeed. So let's look at the match report here. 28-3. Whew. Campbell started in goal. That was subbed out at halftime. Korb, Agbosumonde, Henry, and Fath, Rusin and Kobayashi, Hurtado, Jimenez, Miller, Mane, Thomas, Cuevas. Cuevas did not have a good game at all. That's not encouraging. And some of the new gens and Grays got some time in. No news out of the players on loan. That's not good. Eddie Johnson, that's not surprising. I don't think I'm going to be interested in an attacking mid unless I play the diamond, which I have as a tactic if I need to. But I don't think that'll be happening. Nor do I want a 30-year-old striker. Ugh, Canadian Championship draw. Oh dear, chest injury. Well, leave him to the physio. Thankfully, that's not the biggest loss on the team, though it is unfortunate. Yeah, it is unfortunate to lose him. But we do have Maddox, who is projected to do good things. So let's get some production out of him here. Jebrovsky will be up next. Oh yes, I have him on my short list in case something comes up. He's feeling the pressure of constant press speculation. Jonas Elmer. I'm not interested. Looks like Seattle signed someone out of their academy. Not interested. Oh yes, oh yes. Carlos Valderrama in the World of Football Manager was chosen as the Columbus Crew's new coach, replacing interim Brian Bliss. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Oh, there was one more, wasn't there? Oh, there's one more. I think it's San Jose. Yes, Taylor Torgerson, the former Vancouver Whitecaps coach from the USL days and their first season in MLS, tapped to lead the Earthquakes. So there you go. All right, press conference. Yeah. We need to do good at what we do. We don't want to rush him back. All right. And now the draw. Come on, give me FC Edmonton. Come on. Yes, you might consider us the unluckiest. You just might. Well, now we gotta beat Montreal just to get to the final. That's not good. Not interested. Interesting. Chicago Fire are rumored to be in takeover talks. Interesting. Alright, here we go. Vancouver. They do have British citizen. Ooh, 2-match ban for Bernadello. Ooh, that's not gonna be good for the Impact. Anyway, all right. Looks like a pretty. Looks like Higuain has Buttle and Arrieta up top. No Adiro. Alrighty, here we go. We'll stick with this formation. I'm happy with that. Everybody's healthy, happy, and ready to go. Let's have at her. And yep, looks like as scouted, that is how they're going to line up. A draw is the most likely result. I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy if history repeated itself and Kobayashi scored a long bomb from distance. But one thing at a time. Alrighty, logjam in the Western Conference. Higuain, we got to close him down. That's just not going to last. Whoever comes in on that side will also be closed down. Alright, Buttle, target him. Arrieta, target him. Alright, one's for the fans. That didn't work so well last time. Impress me. That's better. Yes. Go out there. Be happy. I have faith in all of you. Get out there and make a difference. Also retain possession. Alright, here we go. Everyone's in a good mood. We are at BC Place. And the Kia boss Eric Garretts is in the stands today. Huh. Someone's being scouted. I'm going to guess either Camilo or YP Lee. Too early offsides. Arrieta, come on guys, defend. Oh, Buttle gets in behind the defense, but a fine save by Knighton. He stops the sharp angle shot, turning it behind for a corner. On the ensuing corner, O'Brien heads it behind for another corner. Higuain with the deliveries and close. Arrieta can't get it past the Whitecaps defenders, and Camilo clears. Oof, it's a good start here for Columbus, unfortunately. Really good start. Chinese be closed down. Done and done. All right. Buttle skips past O'Brien with ease, but the shot is saved by Knighton. Great save by Knighton. And that is halftime. Whew. Okay, well, I want to see... Far from pleased. Get better. All right, let's switch this up. I think we need to go to the 4-4-2 diamond because they are just killing us here. All right, we'll put Camilo into the poaching role. We will put Matix on the right. Put Kobayashi at the tip of the diamond. Put McCarty at the defensive spot. Tybert, we will swing out to the right. Gershon Kofi can come off for Hector Jimenez. And if Lee continues to have a bad game, we will swap him off for Cuevas. Alright, opposition. Oh, I gotta reset all this, don't I? Oh, he's been subbed off. How about that? Goody. Close him down. Johnny, close him down. Gavin, weak foot him. Arietta and Buttle. They are really doing way too much here, so we're just going to really pressure them. All right. And Jimenez. I have no pressure. Shouldn't have said no pressure. All right. Shani gets a yellow. So far, so good. Goes down to Rourke. Right, let's start attacking. Gavin with the cross from the corner. Arietta can't get past Tierney. And Tierney lofts it into the clearance, and Maddox with his pace will get onto it. Can get past his defender. He plays in Tybert. Goes out way wide to Jimenez. Hector Jimenez to Chris Tierney. Tierney plays in Jimenez on the flanks. Back to Tierney. All the way back to Leveron. Over to O'Brien. O'Brien plays one over the top. Looking for Tybert. Finds him. Tybert with the cross in the area. Camilo! Goal! Oh, that was a good attacking spell. That was wonderful. Great possession. Tybert with the setup. And Camilo all alone with the finish. No chance for Grunenbaum. That is fantastic work. McCarty over the top. Can't get it to Camilo or Maddox, and Grunenbaum will claim it there. Grunenbaum with the goal kick. He's looking for Oduro, who does manage to slip past his man and on goal and past Knighton. And there's the equalizing goal. Oh, and just as we had celebrated, blew by Lee, who poor tackle there. The shot clipped by Knighton, unable to hold it. It's unfortunate because he had having a great game up until that point. All right, let's make a substitution here. Okay, Maddox is being replaced with Mane, and Tierney's not doing too good on the left. So guess what? It's Ataku or. No, we're going to bring in Cuevas for YP Lee. All right. Knighton restarts with the goal kick, only as far as Sanchez, though. And Oduro in again, all alone, past Knighton. And Columbus. We got to control the match here. This is not going well. Instructions, please. Alright, we are retaining, we're bringing the ball into the box, that's fine. Hassle opponents. Target opposition player. Oduro just killing us here. Why he's killing us? 23-8 are the shots for Columbus. Oh my goodness. Knighton with the goal kick. Tybert gets it to Kobayashi, to Camilo, to Mane. Mane to McCarty. That's McCarty out wide to Chris Tierney. Tierney up to Jimenez. Jimenez back to Tierney. Tierney into Jimenez. Good play here by the Caps. Jimenez with the cross. Into the area. Camilo scores! That's his second goal. Camilo 2. Oh, that's fantastic. Good there this time from the left by Jimenez to get that cross in. Viana got there, but Mane pokes it free from Glauber, and Camilo pounces on the loose ball, smashes it past Grunenbaum. And both teams making their chances, their big clear-cut chances count. Whew. Tense game. And that should do it, and that is it, a 2-2 tie. Had a little bit of everything. Camilo, player of the match, just turned it around at halftime. Tierney, though, and Lee did not look too good today. Unlucky today, everyone. And once again, visual hiccups. Well, more importantly, we managed to get through 2 episodes without the game crashing, so I would consider this a successful episode of Blue and White. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back later with another look at the Vancouver Whitecaps in Football Manager 2014. My name is Roturo. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.